So men, we can't, I'm going to say something that's going to be strong. That's going to be rough. We can't expect our wives to submit to us if we're not submitting to God. Yeah. We can't say, wives, submit to me, and we don't want to submit to him. Because what is she submitting to? We have to show her, hey, babe, you're not really submitting to me. You're submitting to God. He's the one that gave me the vision for the family. It's his vision. I'm just stewarding what he gave me, and you're called to partner with me to steward that vision. So when we can take it, oh, I'm a man, I submit. No. I don't want my wife submitted to me, the man of flesh, because I'm hurting. I'm not perfect. Submit to the vision. Submit to the God that's in me that gave us the vision, and it's you helping me. This business ain't mine. This YouTube channel ain't mine. This house, this car, this shirt, none of this stuff is mine. It's his. I'm just called the steward. Which leads me to the second C. You know, I got 5 S's for the ladies of what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for a woman who's saved, sweet, smart, skilled, and very sexual. Now I got 5 C's that I'm working on every single day. This is what's helping me evolve. This is what's helping me grow. And the first one is you got to have a connection with the divine. You got to have a connection with God. Here's number 2. You got to have some level of counseling and care in your life. AKA, you got to have some level of mental and physical health. You got to have some level of therapy. You have to go to the doctor's office. And brothers, you need to be going to see a therapist. I don't care if you think everything is going well. You're not well. You are human. You are a man. You are a woman. You know, we all need counseling and care, but a study came out and showed that ladies are more likely to go to see a therapist 10 times more than a man is. And we all know this, a majority of ladies are going to get their yearly annuals, and men, I think it was like 4 times less likely to do that. No. Man, how do we expect to be healthy if we're not willing to go to the doctor to try and catch something? I go every July, and I don't look forward to it. I'm in my 40s, and they already got to do something that violates my whole body. Then I don't like it. When they put on that glove and he put that one little finger up, I'm like, that ain't the Lord. No. But you know what's good is? At least I know after I feel violated and I get the health report back that I'm good, I feel good knowing that I was responsible with the body and I'm stewarding the body that Christ has given me. But before we can even really talk about the body, y'all, let me say this. The reason why some of us are sick men is because we're not taking care of our mental and our spiritual, our souls and our minds. We compress so much in because the world is saying, oh, you got to be strong. The world is saying, oh my gosh, you can't be vulnerable. The world is saying you better not cry. The world is saying, do not teach us how you really feel. Don't show us that. We want to always think the man is strong and he's never hurting. And the reason why we're having strokes, the reason why we're having heart attacks, the reason why we're getting these dead bodies and big old guts is because we're hiding so much in. And we're not spending the time and taking the time to go see a therapist, to go see a trauma therapist, to sit down and have a real honest conversation about what we're doing and what we're thinking, because we want to be strong. We want to be almighty. We want to do this and be all this. And we're dying. We're crying. We're on the inside depressed. That's what this month is about. This month is about men saying, you know what? Hey, your life matters. I don't care what no one else tell you, brothers. I don't care what a woman says. I don't care what your parent says, what loved one says. Your life matters. Are you ready to transform your career in 2023? I want you to consider Bethel School of Technology, the world's only Christian online tech bootcamp. With African Americans representing just 7.9% of the tech workforce in the US, it's time to bridge that gap and create more opportunities for everyone in this booming industry. Bethel Tech is committed, and I mean this, they're committed to providing accessible, lucrative, and fulfilling tech careers for all individuals. In their comprehensive 9-month program, you'll master essential skills to kickstart your technology career today. The earning potential is crazy impressive. Indeed reports that software developers in the US earn on average about $103,000 per year. What? Choose from programs like cybersecurity and UI/UX design and ignite your tech career with passion and with purpose. Forget about accumulating and racking up debt and invest just 9 months to revolutionize the next 9 years of your professional life. Embrace your potential with Bethel Tech and achieve your career aspirations today. Hey, visit anthonyoneal.com/Bethel or click the link in today's show notes to register and take the first step towards a bright future in technology. Hey, talking about a bright future, let's get back to today's show. Your mind matters. We need healthy mental men. We don't need toxic men. We don't need toxic masculine men. We need healthy, we need loving, watch this, we need nourishing men. We need men who know how to sometimes just be quiet and just listen. We don't have to fix something all the time. Counseling is not for the sick. Counseling is for the people who are actually strong. Say it one more time. Counseling are for the people who are strong enough to admit, I need help, or I better get help before I need help. It reminds me of, we all take our cars in to get oil change. And honestly, some of us don't take our cars in to get an oil change. We don't take our cars in until the light comes on. I was, my car, I had drove it for like a year and the light didn't come on. Because, now some of these cars, a lot of these cars actually now are requiring an oil change every once a year. And I just drove this car and I realized, man, dude, I haven't taken my car in to get an oil change. So I said, you know what? It's been at least 9 months. Let me take this car and get an oil change in it. And the guy said, hey, sir, your light's not on. Why are you bringing it in? Well, I don't want to wait. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to change the oil when it needs to be changed. I kind of want to beat it. I want to keep fresh oil in my car. I spent a lot of money for this car. It ain't the Bentley. It's the Range Rover, right? I spent a lot of money for the Range Rover. And I don't want to come in when the light comes on. To be honest with you, I really don't want to see a light. So I know I got to have oil changes once a year. It's been 9 months. Hey, give me an oil change. As a matter of fact, while you're in there doing the oil, can you check my head gaskets? As a matter of fact, while you're in there, can you make sure my windshield wipers are going good? As a matter of fact, while you're in there, can you check the tires and make sure I got enough? While you are in there, while the car is in the mechanic, it's with the mechanic, can you check it all? And that's exactly what I do with my therapist. Hey, listen. While I'm with you, check all this. Ask me questions. If I leave my therapist and I'm not thinking hard, if I'm not emotional, if I'm not crying, if I'm not feeling convicted, if I'm not feeling like I need to call someone and apologize, I have the wrong therapist. If I leave a therapy session and I feel like I am God and I'm perfect and I've done everything, that's not me taking care of my mental. No, I pay my therapist $175 per session. And every time, listen, I sometimes don't even like going to see my therapist because I know when I get in there, it's going to be uncomfortable, but I go because I know when I leave, I feel better. I don't like going to see my doctor because I know he can come back and say, hey, we got to do something. Hey, you got something. We need to start taking some meds, or we got to start doing this. One time, my blood pressure came back. I don't know. I don't know if my blood pressure or something came back very, very high. And I was nervous. I was scared. We took we pulled some blood. We took some tests. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm tripping. Da, 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 da. And then when he called me back, he said, hey, man, are you stressed? I was like, am I stressed? Yeah, I'm stressed. He told me something was off. I'm like, what? Am I sick? It was like, no, your blood work came back great. Normally when we see this, it's because you're stressed. And when he said, I said, sir, yeah, I've been running a business now for about a year, and it has been a little stressful on me. He said, hey man, when's the last time you seen your therapist? And I said, last month. He said, you may want to up your sessions. I said this on another show, and I said, man, I really do feel, it's actually with it's on the show with Kobe, the trauma therapist. I really do feel as if men, we die quicker than women because we are not willing to go seek help. We're not willing to admit that on the inside we are depressed. We are not willing to admit on the inside we are hurt. We are not willing to admit on the inside that, man, I don't like the way that felt. But here's the truth, man. We have to start showing the world that our feelings matter. And